Good morning, everyone. This is Teacher Jonathan, and today we will be talking about skeletal system. Let's get started. First, we will know about the function of the skeletal system. So first, actually, the skeletal system helps for movement. So without the bones, you cannot be able to move. Secondly, it supports our body. So for this example, now here we'll see the spinal column. And this spinal column supports our back. It also helps protects our body. So for example, the rib cage protects the soft tissues of the heart and the lungs. The bones actually makes blood, and that's so special that our bones make blood. It's because without the blood, of course, we will die. The skeletal system also provides storage for the body. It stores minerals like calcium and phosphorus. And these two minerals are very important for the function of our bones. And not only the bones, but also the function of our body. Now, there are two major parts of the skeletal system. We call it the axial skeleton and the appendicular skeleton. So let's take a look at the axial skeleton. The axial skeleton comprises the skull, the spinal column, and the rib cage. So as you can see the light blue color right here, these are the bones of the axial skeleton. The appendicular skeletons are the upper extremities and the lower extremities. So upper extremities are the arms and the lower extremities are the legs. There are basic bone shapes, and these are long, short, flat, and irregular. So long shaped bones are the arms, legs, and fingers. So as you can see in this picture, these are the long bones of the arms and legs. They're also short or short bones. These are the wrists and the ankles. The flat bones are the bones of the skull, and as well as the sternum. Irregular shaped bones are the spine, and you can be able to see that they are in irregular shape. Moving on. Now, there are four layers of the bones, and these are periosteum. So what is periosteum? Periosteum is the covers of the bone. So for this picture, you can be able to see this covering, and you call that the periosteum. Underneath the periosteum, you can be able to see compact bone. So this is the compact bone. These are the spongy bones right here, and the bone marrow. Again, we have periosteum, the covering. Underneath that is the compact bone. This is the spongy bone and the bone marrow. Now let's talk about the marrow or the types of marrow. We have yellow marrow and the red marrow. So what's the difference? The yellow marrow produces the blood cells. So it's important that our body is producing blood cells, and that is because of the red marrow. The yellow bone marrow actually stores fats, and that is our energy reserves and other functionality as well. Now, let's name some major bones in our body. Of course, not to name the skull or the cranium. Uh, in this picture, you can be able to see clavicle, or it's simply called the shoulder bones. Okay, it holds the shoulder joints away from the rest of the upper body. So this here is connected to the spine and the bones of the arms. Scapula is the back, or yeah, the shoulder blades. So the scapula is right here. This is the actual picture of the scapula. And then we have the vertebral column, or we call it the spinal column. The spinal column actually has three regions. Okay, we have the cervical, or the neck, thoracic, and lumbar. So we have A, B, C here. The D is sacrum and E is coccyx. So cervical region is A, that's the neck bone. Thoracic cavity is this backbone right here. And the lumbar region is letter C in this picture. This is now the sacrum and coccyx. Okay, moving on to humerus. This is the picture of humerus from our arm bones. So this here is our humerus. Next is the radius ulna. Okay, radius ulna. So this bone here is the radius, and this one here is the ulna. Okay, moving on to the wrist bones. Again, the wrist bones are made up of small bones. Okay, we call it carpals. The metacarpals are the top hands or the palm hand, and the phalanges are the finger bones. So our fingers are made up of delicate small bones. As I was saying, rib cage protects the soft tissues of the heart and the lungs. And as you can see here, we have different types of ribs. So we have the true ribs, which is connected to the sternum, and we also have false ribs, and there are floating ribs as well. Let's talk about the sternum or the breastbone. So the breastbone actually is this bone, and the ribs are connected to the sternum. The pelvis is these bones. This is the sacrum, and these are the pelvic bones. You will notice that male pelvis is a bit different from the female, because female is a bit broader and wider. For male, it's a bit narrower. It has something to do with its function when we are going to talk about reproductive system later on. These are the femur bones, or the largest bone in our body. The tibia and fibula, or the leg bones. So the tibia is a bit thicker than the fibula. And these are the tarsal bones. The metatarsals are this in this picture, and this in this picture. Now, let's do a little bit of activity. If you can name at least 10 of the major bones in our body, you can comment down below, all right? And write the number for each items that you would like to answer. For example, I would like to answer number 1, write number 1, and then write your answer here. If you would like to skip number 2, go ahead. For example, you would like to answer number 4, write number 4, and then write your answer. You can just select at least 10. And then if you would like to challenge yourself, answering all the numbers right here, then go ahead. Okay? And thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something. And I will see you again on our next video. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.